You're watching Metallicomania, and it's February, and I have something special for February this year. I will be doing classic albums all month long, be doing reviews on the classic albums all month long, which is something that I wanted to kind of start doing more often, is talking about like albums, older albums other than rankings. So I'll be doing that today with Tsjuder's Kill For Satan album. I think it's one of the premier black metal albums in my opinion. We're starting off February with black metal, which I think is a great start to the month. I haven't talked about much black metal on my channel. It's more of death metal, thrash metal, those styles. But I want to talk about more black metal and more other stuff on my channel as well. So, give a review about this album. This album is what the founders of the Norwegian black metal had in mind. The raw production quality, the absolute brutal force that this album brings. It just goes from hard-hitting, chugging riffs to blasting into infinity. And it just goes back and forth from that over the whole album. And it's aggressive, raw, and disgusting black metal like the founders of the Norwegian scene had in mind. I see a lot of the newer bands that they don't have that energy, that like absolutely like blasphemous in-your-face style that was the thought process behind original black metal. And this album, I do put up with the stuff like Emperor's Into the Nightshade. I definitely put that. I put this album up there with that album. I put this album up there with Transylvanian Hunger, for example, and other early Dark Throne albums. I put this up with the Burzum albums. I definitely think Kill For Satan is an album that is very underlooked. If you could this band came around when bands like Dark Funeral and Carpathian Forest were just starting out as well, and they already had I think they've already had a few albums out at the time when this one was released, and this one was so overlooked by a lot of people, and I definitely think it's very underrated. You got songs like The Daemon Gate, Necromancy, Lord of Terror, Raping Christianity, Dying Spirits Unleashed, which is a transition track into Kill For Satan, which probably is my favorite track off here, the title track. It is a complete monster. It just blends a whole bunch of different stuff, and it's just so raw and so crazy. Sodomizing the Lamb and Beyond the Grave. This copy also has The Daemon's Journey, which is a EP recorded song they put on here just for the re-release. So overall, I would give it a perfect score, just like the Nightshade album. I definitely think it stands up with the other black metal classics. I would consider it, in my opinion, a black metal classic. But yeah, so the announcement is the whole month will be Classics Month, where I go and review classic albums and tell you my opinions on classic albums. So if you could leave me a comment on what classic albums you want to see me rank or rate, then I might get to it, I might not.